Hello. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since we've done a chill and chatty Q&A, so let's hop in. I asked y'all for questions on Instagram. I haven't looked at these yet, so these are going to be kind of rapid fire. Let's hop in. As a beginner social media manager, how do I find my clients' target audience's pain points? Okay, so I think it's important to have a conversation with your client. I think your client should be giving you some of this information. Now, they might not have everything, but they should have some type of like a customer avatar, buyer persona, something to provide you with. If they're not, you should be charging for doing that brand research, in my opinion. That's not really the role of a social media manager. Of course, a social media manager needs to understand like how to understand people and how to do research, but you shouldn't necessarily be doing full brand strategy and only getting paid for social media management. So they should be able to give you something. And then I think, if they say our target audience is women in their 30s who have one or more children and live in the suburbs, like that should give you a pretty good amount of information to be able to start doing research yourself just by Googling. Even better if it's, a professional title or something like that. Like I used to work in the staffing industry. That is, no offense to anyone in staffing, it's kind of like a boring and dry industry. I definitely knew nothing about it, but I was living and breathing and not eating, but almost eating, the staffing industry. I was reading staffing industry publications and looking at conferences and things like that. So you really have to kind of immerse yourself as well. How do you generate and make sales as a social media manager? Okay, so I'm guessing you mean to get your own clients. And if that's the case, inbound marketing I've talked a lot about, and that's really been my biggest thing. But what I don't talk about a lot is pitching. And I think we need to have that conversation. When I first went freelance full time, I was applying to things on Upwork like every day. And we can have the whole conversation about Upwork. A lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't work as well. Whatever. I went where there were leads, and that was freelancing platforms for me. So I was pitching almost every day, if not every day. I was also like always raising my hand for speaking and education opportunities. So I was speaking at co-working spaces in my area. I was, being like the go-to person for business owners in my area to just answer questions for them and just make friends with them. So I think that is a big part of it as well, is just going out and pitching and like shooting your shot for sure. If you're not getting sales, it's great to build an Instagram. It's great to like create YouTube videos, all the things, but you have to eat first and you have to like have something keeping your lights on before you can go all in with like, I'm going to post on Instagram every day for, 50 times a day. Like focus on getting a client or two first to sustain yourself and then start with some of the inbound stuff. Any new tools or techniques you have been using that have been helpful? I just found this tool and I don't know why I can't remember the name of it because I just talked about it in my last vlog, but it is a testimonial tool. It's really, really cool. Basically, it enables you to easily request testimonials from your clients and also store them and also get like cool carousels and things like that. So it is amazing. I absolutely love it. I will link it down in the description box if you want to check it out. Other than that though, I'm really old school. People are always surprised by this. They're like, what social media, editor do you use and all this stuff and layout previewer? I'm like, honestly, like I use my computer for most things. What are some programs list you can recommend for new social media managers? So I've recommended HubSpot Inbound and HubSpot Academy in general a lot before. I think it's really great. They have a ton of courses that are like tangentially related to social media management, because here's the thing, like what even is social media management anymore? I mean, it's a lot of platforms. It's a lot of different disciplines that are related to it. Like it touches web, it touches design, it touches SEO, it touches analytics, so I think it's important to know a little bit about each of those things. I'm not telling you to go out and become a graphic designer or to become an SEO specialist or whatever, but you should know enough to be able to speak about those topics, in my opinion. And HubSpot Academy has courses about like all those things, email, ads, everything. And I'm pretty sure they're all free, which is pretty amazing. I really like their inbound course in particular. And then for my courses, I think that the Social Media Management Accelerator is really like the creme de la creme. Like if you are looking to just really hit the ground running, that is probably the course for you. It is much more, immersive and involved than some of my other courses, which are also nice if you're just looking for something quick to learn. But if you want to like really immerse yourself, SMMA is where it's at. It's not currently open because we do cohorts. So I actually do live teaching and live coaching and things like that in addition to the course material. It's not open at this exact moment, but it will be opening up very, very soon. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get on like the hand raiser list so I can let you know as soon as it's available. What's the max you've charged for being a social media manager? Like one client, I would, rates are so weird in this industry, by the way, because even still, like I've been doing this for a while. I've been working with so many social media managers and like people are hush hush about their rates. But I would say the most that I've ever charged was probably like around 3 to 4K. Like I know people like agencies and stuff who charge 10,000, 12,000, 20,000. And I've always been a small team and I've always worked with mostly startups. So for just social media management. Now I've had retainers, freelance retainers that are higher than that, like double or more, but that was for video work. This is something also a lot of people don't maybe know about me is a lot of my freelancing is around video as well. I do a lot of social first video. So I create video content. They call it UGC content now. That's what the kids are calling it. But I've been doing this for a long time before that was the name for it. So a lot of my work involves that. And for that, I actually find that it's a little easier for me to charge higher rates. So I've had contracts as big as like 7 or 8K for video work. When you select your niche, can your client's competition be your client too? I think this is a touchy topic, a touchy subject. I don't know the answer. I mean, the answer is look at your contract. Did you sign off on exclusivity? Did you sign off on saying you are going to be my only lawyer client? You are going to be my only restaurant client? If so, then that answers your question. But if you don't have that in your contract, I think it really comes down to what feels right for you. Is it ethical for you? I personally have never worked with competing brands, like direct competitors. So like I used to work with beauty products a lot. Let's say that I worked with like, a eyelash company, a fake eyelash company. I'm probably not going to work with another fake eyelash company. I might work with a mascara company or a company that sells eyeshadow, or maybe even a company that does sell lashes, but that's not like their main thing. That would probably feel okay for me, but I wouldn't work with like, I don't know even what the cool brands are these days, but like Ardell and like whatever, something else, another competitor to that brand, I think there are industries where this is challenging though. Like let's say that you are a social media manager for restaurants in your local area. Isn't every restaurant technically in competition more or less, as long as they're within the same price point and food, cuisine, style of cuisine or whatever? I'm interested if anybody watching has anything to say on that. Please let me know if you are in that situation. I'd be curious to know. Social Media Management Beginner's Guide. So I've talked about some of the like programs and stuff that I offer, but I also do have a little freebie for you all. I don't talk about it very much, but I actually just went through and updated it. So it's clear, concise, all the links work. It looks a little prettier, so you can check out the link in the description for that as well. It's called the Social Media Management Starter Kit. It's just like a quick little mini ebook that kind of gives you an overview of the steps that you should be taking if this is a career that you're interested in. So hopefully that helps for you. Tips for getting leads on social media as a social media manager. I would say make sure that you have an email list, if nothing else. There are so many times when I'm just like, I'm always just creeping. Every time somebody follows me on Instagram or replies to an Instagram story, I creep. I admit it. I look at everybody's Instagrams and I go to your websites and, I'm nosy. Okay. I'm nosy. And a lot of times I'll see people who I'm like, oh, I really love their style, or they're really nice, or for some reason I'm just really drawn to them, but I don't have room on my team for them right now, or I don't have a need for like a graphic design project, social media management project, whatever right now. But I want to keep them in my Rolodex, if you will. And sometimes, of course, I can just follow on social media, but as we know, the algorithms, they do what they want. So I might not ever see you again if I just follow you on Instagram. But if you have an email list, I'm going to sign up for it so that when you have a promotion or when you have something going on or you have an event or you have a cool newsletter to share, you're going to be top of mind for me again now. So I think definitely just have a place for people to sign up on your newsletter if they want to hear from you, if now is not the right time. And then I think also just be where your clients are. We get so focused on where our peers are. We get so focused on like what's the most fun to do. And don't get me wrong, I started doing this because I love social media. But at the end of the day, if I'm trying to get clients, I'm going to be flexing my LinkedIn muscles because that's where my clients are. Your clients might be somewhere else, but that's where my clients are. So I'm going to go heavy on LinkedIn, even though I don't necessarily love being on LinkedIn. If I'm looking for clients, that's what I'm going to be doing. So go where your clients are. Do you have a social media manager membership group? I do. I don't talk about it very much, but I've had one for a couple years now. It's called the Freelance Friday Club. I might change the name of it soon. I'm not sure, but yes, that's my membership group. That will also be linked in the description if you're interested. It's a lot of fun. We do 2 masterminds every single month. So we meet like on a Zoom call and just chat about what's going on in our businesses. It's kind of like my way to like scratch my coaching itch, if you will, because I don't do one-on-one coaching anymore. So it's fun. And then there's a group forum where you can post whenever you want. I check in on it like every day, every other day, and make sure everyone's doing good. We bring guests in sometimes. We haven't done that in a while, but I am ramping up to get some more guests in there soon. So yeah, I would love to have you in there, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, but it isn't just for social media managers. I should mention that. It's just for freelancers in general. So we have designers in there, we have coaches in there, we have mostly social media managers, but we do have other people in there as well, which I think is fun. I think it is nice to have a good mix. Any cool projects or collaborations you can tease or talk about? I feel like I've been talking a lot about myself, so I don't want to talk too much, but SMMA, the Accelerator, is going to be opening soon. We'll probably start class in the fall. That means we'll probably start pre-selling in the next month or 2. So definitely stay tuned if that's something that you're open to. And the thing that I'm really excited about, so we've run this program 3 times now, and it's been identical. We've run the same curriculum every time. This time, I'm going to pull the lever. We're going to go a little harder on this stuff that you all are asking about, which is selling, marketing yourself, getting clients. So if that's something that you are interested in, sign up for the wait list for sure. And then I did mention guests. I'm hoping to do some more collaborative things here in the future too, because I just know so many smart people that know so many amazing things. So I'm trying to figure out ways. We have guest instructors in Social Media Management Accelerator and things like that, but I want more. Like, I want you to learn some amazing things from some of my smart friends. So I'm trying to work on some cool things. And I also, I'm an introvert, but I've just been in a season of like really wanting to collaborate. It's just been really making me happy working with other people. So yeah, hopefully there will be more collaborations in the future as well. Okay, these ones are all a little bit more on the like general business, less social media management, or some of them are a little more personal. So how do you go about recording podcasts with others, like guests? I use StreamYard, which is the tool that I use to live stream. And it does cost money. It's like, I think it's $15 a month. But you can also, if you want a free option, you can use Zoom. I use Zoom for years, and that's what I use a lot. But I use StreamYard now just because I already have the tool. And it's pretty cool because you can like toggle in between who's like the speaker view and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty cool and really user-friendly. What would you have done differently if you were starting your business now? I think I would have niched down sooner, because I spent a lot of time when I was side hustling working with clients who weren't really like my ideal client. Just working with clients because I felt like I should be doing it. And they either ended up being a nightmare, or like I never really used them in my portfolio, like they weren't at all any type of client that I would want to really put in my portfolio. So I would say that really being a little bit more picky, even though I was just starting out. And then another thing I wish I would have done is shot my shot, a little bit more. Like, I did apply for things on Upwork a lot, but I have never been like a big cold pitcher. And whenever I do it, I feel like I'm decently successful at it. Like, I have gotten some contracts that way. I've gotten sponsors that way. I've, gotten like speaking gigs and stuff that way. So I'm just really shy. Like, I am just naturally really shy, and it's hard for me. It doesn't come naturally for me. And I think in those earlier days, like, what would have happened if I would have pitched to like my dream client? Like, what would have happened if I would have pitched for a collaboration with a creator who I really admired? What would have happened today, if I did that? I never do that. And I'm just scared, and it's not that it's too late. I don't want to say like my career is over, knock on wood, like hopefully I still got plenty of years in me, but I definitely don't feel that same like drive that I did when I was, 23, 24. Like I'm chill now. Like I'm like, all right, let's just maintain stuff. I'm not out here trying to like pitch to talk to Oprah or anything. But what would have happened if I did that at 24? I don't know. I don't know. Do you have any summer reading recommendations? What am I even reading right now? I've kind of fallen off of reading a little bit since the move. I am reading a book right now. If you're interested in writing a book, I'm reading a book called Before and After the Book Deal. It's really good because I am manifesting. I'm trying out here. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting a book deal. That's my goal. Hopefully by the end of 2022. That's what we're going to put out into the universe. So I'm reading a book about it and it's really good. Really easy read. I do like it. And then I'm also rereading Rework. Wow. How many times can somebody with a letter R speech impediment say the letter R in a sentence? That was like acrobats for my mouth. That was very hard. Rereading Rework, that was a hugely influential book when it comes to like company culture and how you structure your business for a lot of people that I really admire. So I did read it a while ago, but I'm rereading it once again because I'm really focusing on what type of company do I really want to build? What type of team do I really want to build? Company culture stuff is like really where my head's at right now. So that one. And then for fun books, I've been reading just a lot of short story collections. So I'll put some up on the screen that I am either currently reading or like thumbing through or recently read. And then let's see, what's the last question we're gonna answer? How was the move? Well, it's still kind of going, but I'm mostly feeling good. I will say the first 2 weeks were fun and exciting, but from a business perspective, it was hard because I'm very much somebody who I need to like have my environment, right in order to be creative, in order to feel comfortable. So I didn't work really for the first week. I took off, and then the second week I barely worked. It was just really hard for me. So thank goodness for batching. This is why I'm always preaching batching to you all, because I recorded a ton of videos before I moved out of my apartment. So really this week, I think, or maybe last week's podcast was the first that you've seen like in this environment as far as sit down videos, because I'm finally at the point where like I feel good about filming. I mean, I still am figuring out my filming setup because I still feel like my face looks really weird. Every time I look at a video that I record in this space, like the lighting is different and the angle is different. So I don't like how my face looks. I'm not looking for compliments. I'm just being honest. So I'm still figuring some stuff out, but like you can see me, you can hear me, like, okay, cool, I can create content. So that's good. But yeah, it's going well. And I just feel very grateful and thankful that I was able to move and that I'm able to have space to like create and really build a life here. It's kind of exciting. It's also exciting to be in not the city anymore. I've lived in the city for like 7 years. I don't know, driving down dirt roads again. Like, what is this? It's kind of interesting and cool. But at the same time, I'm still very close to cities and doing cool stuff if I want to too. So thank you for asking. I'm doing well. All right. How are you all doing? Let me know in the comments. Say hello. I love hearing from you. And if you have any questions for me for future Q&As, let's go ahead and use this comment box as a thread to start asking for questions. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good one. Bye.